Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. I have some good news. I have some somewhat bad news. I'm trying to track down the bad news at the moment. So good news, I got the car alignment done. Steering wheel straight and alignment's done. The back is got about a finger of a space. I was told and recommended that I should get the fenders rolled. Probably gonna get them rolled because of this big lip over here. Just gotta figure out exactly who can professionally do it for me. Number two, I don't know if you noticed, I got center caps. I got them from eBay, thanks to Kenya. Probably pronouncing his name wrong, but bought this for like 45, 50 bucks from eBay, and there's somebody that on eBay sells them. If you don't know, the spec I believe is 70.1 to 66. I could be wrong, I'd have to double check, but I'll put the link in the description if I do remember later on when I go update the video. So I ordered the black and white, goes along with the wheel, and then the black obviously because of the black car. So I think they look great. 18-inch pretty much all around, 295 Nitto R2 tires on the back, 285s, yep, 285s, 40, 18, 38 offset, 30 offset I believe is in the front, 18-inch again, and it is 245s, 40, 18, was it 45? Let me double check. I think it's either 40 or 45. So, yep, 40. So, both front and back are 40s. The profile, I didn't want to get any thinner. I like the 40. So, same thing, center caps. And yeah, so wheels, the wheel alignment is great. And obviously the fuel and all that stuff that we talked in the past, I lowered the fuel to a point where it's idling around like 14-ish, and I took a chance in driving it 5 miles home today on the highway. Came home, opened the hood after I got it in the car, in the garage. I noticed some wetness over here, and I couldn't figure out exactly what it is. And I thought my power steering maybe was leaking the reservoir, because I know these Chase Bays, so I've heard people say that they known to leak. That's not leaking though. So my blow off was wet. And when I went to go, I let it idle for a little bit, this and that, it was coming out of the blow off. So I took the complete intercooler piping out to figure out exactly what's going on. I think it's oil. I don't know what else it could be. I thought oil was coming out of the intake. I opened up the throttle body, took some pictures inside. Looks like it's clean. I don't see oil residue. And I took the exhaust pipe, intercooler piping out, and let it run for about a couple of minutes. There's no oil coming out of there. So I'm a little confused on what the hell is going on right now, because it's literally exhaust piping going into the intercooler piping going straight to the intake. I know intake's not leaking oil because I would see a bunch of oil inside the intake manifold, but there isn't. I had the car running. I revved it a little bit just to see if there's something that will shoot out of there. Nothing shooting out. So tomorrow I'm going to let it idle for a good maybe 5 to 10 minutes just to see what the hell's going on. Now I took the coupler out of the intercooler down there, and literally there's oil seeping out of it. I took the other side. Let's just take out the other side together. Got my shop towel in here. So the the coupler is right there. So I have it loose. So let's just take it out together. Show you guys. It's almost like condensation, but it doesn't feel like oil. It's like too, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Oil's a little more dense. This does not feel like oil, but it's colored like oil. And here's why. See, it is this, right? A little confused. Watch this. Put my fingers in there. Yeah, I'm a little confused. I'm gonna take this intercooler piping out. I haven't taken this intercooler piping out this year. See how much it was just dripping? So I'm a little confused. Let me know what you guys think. I know my turbo's not blowing. It's a brand new turbo. I put it on last year, and yeah, I'm a little confused. I know I'm gonna double check tomorrow. Let it idle for a little bit. I mean, I've had the car idling for a while before. Never noticed anything like this until I drove it home for 5 miles. Obviously, different oil pressures based off different RPMs, you know. But I mean, I had it revving up for a bunch of times here in the garage itself. I never noticed any like something like this. So just noticed it on the intake side right by the throttle body. I'm just literally trying to trace this down and figure out what the hell's going on here. I mean, if the turbo is blowing, then I mean, I'll be a little pissed because obviously this is a brand new turbo that I put on last year. There's no oil over here on the, you can see there's no oil. That outlet is completely dry. I put my finger in there. And while it was running too, I put my finger in there. It's not even wet. So it would shoot out. It would shoot out of the throttle body too as well if there's oil coming out of there. It's not. So I'm scratching my head, or I'm assuming that possibly the intercooler had oil in the past where, hold on one second. All right, sorry, I have to take that glove out. The glove was tripping me with all that oil. So I'm wondering if the oil was there from the previously, but if that is oil, it's the same color as oil, obviously, but it doesn't feel too, I guess, density, I should say. I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah, I'm gonna have to dig into it. I'm gonna take the intercooler out tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and get this car back on the lift. I'm gonna push it out, put it on the lift, take the intercooler piping out, clean that intercooler out, clean it out as much as possible out. Let the car running for about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Just let it idle. See if there's anything coming out of the throttle body, and then we'll go from there. If something is coming out of the throttle body, then I'm pretty much lost at words, because it's basically there's no oil line connected to this intake manifold. It's just basically fuel. And if there's any oil that would be coming out, it would be coming out of the motor itself. I can probably take the coil spark plugs out, the coil packs out, check it, but I don't want to do that until I absolutely see something coming out of that throttle body. Then that tells me something. But again, it should not travel back that way. It should be traveling that way because it's sucking in air. But let me know what you guys think. What the hell could be going on? Oh, and lastly, my headache. So I went to go and take this out, the intake temp that was on the intercooler piping. The reason why is because obviously it was wet and I wanted to take it out, clean the whole piping out with water, run water through it and all that stuff. So this is stripped. I don't understand why. It's probably due to heat. It's completely stripped out. So I need to get this completely taken out and new bung welded in, and I'm gonna go get a new intake temp from SP. So that'll be Friday. So today being Wednesday. Yeah. So one after another, guys. One after another. Something's always coming up. It was the intake. It was something in the before that. Now it's this BS. So stay tuned.